It's the oldest joke that preachers know to tell. Somebody comes up to a preacher and they ask him, "What does the word fellowship mean?" And the preacher said, "It means two fellas in the same ship." I know it's corny, but it is accurate. The Bible talks a lot about fellowship. The word fellowship in the original language means a joint participant. It refers to two people who have a joint partnership or in a joint venture together. I mention this because it's the root word that Paul uses when he describes his relationship with the people in the Philippian church. As we have discussed in the previous reflections, Paul and these people had started a new church together in the city of Philippi. In essence, they had a joint partnership. So after Paul opened his letter to the Philippian people by expressing his love and thanks for them, he writes this in verse 7. "So it is right that I should feel as I do about all of you, for you have a special place in my heart. You share with me the special favor of God, both in my imprisonment and in defending and confirming the truth of the good news." I want to pay particular attention to the phrase, "you share with me," because that phrase is a combination of two Greek words, son and koinos, which comes from koinonia. It literally means we jointly partake in this together. We have a partnership of sharing. In other words, we all share or have something in common. As you look closely at verse 7, you'll notice what Paul and these people share in common. He makes a little list. They have a common heart and passion. They share in the special favor of God. They share in Paul's imprisonment. They share in defending the faith. And they share in confirming the truth of the good news. 5 things. Wow. They share a lot. They have a lot in common. The truth is that all of us as believers share in all 5 of these things as well. We're all in the same boat. We're all joint partakers. Now, there's so much in this verse with these 5 things we share. There's no way we can cover all of this in this short devotion. So we're going to camp out in this verse over the next couple of days and explore what we as believers all share in common. Today, let's focus on how we all share a special place in each other's heart and how we share in the special favor of God. Those will be our 2 focuses for today. Paul uses a word here most of us are familiar with. He says, "I have a special place for you in my cardia." It's the word we get cardiac from. And of course, it refers to the heart. It means the inner character or the center of who I am. In the 800 plus times this word cardia is used in the New Testament, it never refers to the physical human heart. It refers to the inner passion of your life or the decision-making part of who you are. In essence, it's what makes us tick or drives us. Paul says that believers have a special heart or a special passion or a special drive for each other. The reason that is true is because we all share in one unique thing. We all share in what he calls the special favor of God. You're going to recognize that Greek word too. It's the word charis. We get our word charity from it. If you see it spelled out, charis is Charis. It just looks like charity. We often translate that word grace. Paul says all of us who call ourselves Christians have become Christians because God expressed charity and grace toward of us. None of us are in this family because we deserve to be. Yes, Paul was the teacher, the founder, and the leader of this church, but he too shared in this charis, this grace. God had freely expressed his unmerited and unearned love and forgiveness to all of them and to all of us. Guys, in the Christian family, there's just simply no place for pride or a sense of arrogance or self-importance. We don't all have equal roles or equal responsibilities. God has given us each different gifts, and we each play a different role in the Christian body and in the world. Yet we're all in the same boat. When it comes to your worth and value and dignity, we all find those things in the charitable grace of God toward us. One of my favorite New Testament passages is Romans 5 and 8 that says, God showed his great love for us by sending Christ to die for us. And here's the key, while we were still sinners. A Christian, in some ways, can never think too highly of himself because God says you are loved. Today, you share in a special grace and a special favor of God. Rejoice in what you have today. Your self-worth, your value is not determined by the standards of a twisted society that has it all backwards. You are valued and loved by the creator and sustainer of the universe. Here's a great thought to carry with you today. I am loved and valued by God. Here's a great prayer to pray today. God, thank you for sharing your special favor and grace with me and making me a part of your family. Enjoy the grace of God today. Come back tomorrow and find out what else we share in common.